Hi guys, Shamil here and welcome to our first weekly roundup of the SAFA Cape Town Men's Regional League, and joining me today is coach of Hanover Park, Andrew Pequeno. Andrew, thanks for joining me.
Pleasure, thank you Shamil for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. So all we're going to do is basically, we've known the games that we played over the weekend. We're just going to give you some sort of visual idea of what we thought, how the games went, and give you the results and scores and so on. But before we go there, Andrew, Hanover Park, you guys didn't play the weekend in the league?
No, we were in the Nedbank Cup regional playoffs in Cloutesville.
And you've made it through to the last round, or
we play Santos on Saturday.
Okay.
To earn the right to go into the main draw of the Nedbank Cup.
Okay.
We're playing at home at 3 o'clock, and it's a wonderful opportunity for the club and for the players. It's been a taxing couple of weeks for us, playing the 7 games in 8 days.
Tell us about this before we get on to the results. And so.
Sure. It all started with last Saturday. We played Junction the first round, and I think we won 4-2. And then the Sunday we had 2 games in the morning. We played Woodlands, very tough encounter. We got through at the end. We were 2-0 down. We came back to win 3-2.
Okay.
And then we played Greenwood in the semi-final later that afternoon. They went to penalties. We
It
won
was a
on
bit
penalties.
tough game.
Yeah, it was. We dominated the first half. I won't lie to you. I thought we should have been about 5 or 6 up. And you know what happens in football? The other team gets a chance at the end, and we into penalties, and we got through. And then, Cloutesville this weekend. It was entertaining, to say the least.
Give us the results, because you played 2 on Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday morning we played FC Bubs from Beaufort. We beat them 6-0.
Okay.
And the afternoon we played Malaga, FC Malaga from Wylands.
Okay.
Very tough team. They obviously had a bye to the semi-finals.
Okay.
So we were ready in the back foot playing in the morning. We beat them on penalties also 5-4. We drew 0-0.
Yeah.
And then yesterday was the final. We played against a team called Wales City Rovers from Overberg. They just changed their name. And we beat them 1-0 in the final.
Okay.
But before that, in between all of that, we had to play Matroosfontein on Wednesday night.
Yes, of course, to get there.
But
that result was quite good for you guys. I think it was 5-2, 4-2. What was the result?
Yeah, I think people forget that we had a point to prove after last season. We felt that we deserved the right to play them in the final.
Yeah.
And then we had prepared for about 2.5 weeks based on to play them. So we had prepared all our training sessions, how we wanted to play against them, everything. So after last week, Saturday and Sunday, we didn't even train until we played them on Wednesday, because we had already prepared in our minds how we wanted to play, how they play, and everything that we did worked out exactly how we had prepped 2 months ago.
Okay.
So, and that was also first 20 minutes they were all over us. They were playing with a huge wind behind them, and we just basically controlled it, and eventually took control of the game.
Yeah.
I think we scored 3 goals in 10 minutes before halftime, and we're 4-1 up at halftime, and then we just managed the game.
Okay. That's good. We'll hear more later about your team and so on and everything. But let's just go through some of the results. So what we want to try to do is just give Andrew and myself perspective of the teams and the results. What we think, we weren't at all the games. So granted, a lot of our opinion is based on what we've seen and so on. But there's just a platform for us to express what we think. And anything that you agree with or disagree with, you can WhatsApp us or inbox, and just don't fight with us. Okay?
No, please.
So first game, FC Outbay and Ocean View Derby. New team, well, not a new team, old Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace changed now to FC Outbay against Ocean View. Honestly, I didn't see that result coming. 2-1 loss to Ocean View.
Yeah, nor did I, to be honest. We had played Ocean View in a pre-season friendly. Very good, nice squad. A lot of nice youngsters in their team. And then we'd obviously seen them play last Sunday at the Nedbank playoffs. FC Outbay didn't make it through. And Ocean View looked good. I didn't anticipate that result. But I mean, they moved the game. If you remember last year, Outbay's home ground was at Hanover.
Yes.
The Astros now playing at the Outbay Astros.
At
So
maybe a normal.
maybe it suits them to play on a bigger field. We don't know. Like I said, I've only seen Ocean View, but I didn't expect that result.
Yeah, look, I think I watched FC Outbay in a friendly day that Ocean View had.
Okay.
So I had a good look at them. But nothing against them, good team, but just knowing Ocean View's preparation and knowing the guys there. But anyway, so FC Outbay first win of
It goes to show that in our league, anybody can beat anybody. You can't take a result for granted.
Let's not talk about West Ham and Liverpool.
No. Let's
Okay, Bayview and Woodlands, 4-1 to Woodlands.
Sure, Mitchell's playing Derby.
Yeah.
It's amazing, eh?
Played in Guguletu, I think.
Yeah, I was playing on new AstroTurf, NY116, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woodlands, like I said to you, they, I look at the 7 games we've played in the last 8 days, and that game on the Sunday morning was our toughest.
Game, yeah.
The scary thing is we played Woodlands twice in pre-season, so we both teams have a very good idea about each other and how we play and everything.
Yeah.
And I expected them to hit the ground running. I know they've had difficulty in preparation for the season without a field and and getting guys together after the coke and everything.
Yeah.
But I anticipated them to win, to be honest. I thought Woodlands are very organised. They've got guys who've been in the team. Zair's a very good coach.
There's some continuity going there.
Yeah, Zair's a very good coach. But Derby, I never thought 4-1, to be honest. I thought Derby might have been 2-1 or 3-2 or something, or 1-0.
Yeah.
But Woodlands are a nice free scoring team. Very impressed with them this season.
Yeah. Look, also I think last year I also expected a closer encounter because Bayview had a sort of a slow start last season, but they came at the end of the season. They came nicely together.
Yeah,
like you say, football. So
yeah, I mean they were in a different stream to us, so we didn't really get to see them too often. But from all reports, Bayview still have a very good squad. I think we always think this league. Everybody looks at results in the beginning. Even Hanover Park, we normally start off the league very slowly, building into it. Teams have already got new players they've signed up in the last week. Guys will take time to fit into the patterns and all of that. So I think after about week 4 or 5, you'll start seeing the log looking a bit more where it's supposed to be, if I can put it that way. But I think the first couple of weeks, teams are still sizing their squads out, each other out. And especially this weekend with a double header coming up, it's going to be interesting.
Also, it's a long season. It's 18 teams. You guys play each other twice.
34 games.
Cape Town United Silver Spurs 1-1. I think that was not too surprising. I know Silver Spurs also normally have a slowish start. Cape Town United also, they struggle always to get their team together early in the season. So, not much on that one.
That's a tough place to go to, eh? That Langa's a tough place. You don't easily get a result there. I think we always struggle there. I think because the field is actually very big and wide, and it's quite a big field if you look at the dimensions compared to other fields. And I think they're always extremely fit. They're well organized, and what they lack in physicality, they make up for in speed. So, getting them early in the season might not be good for you while you're getting your fitness of your players up. But, Langa, a lot of teams will struggle to get results.
Good point.
I think it's a good point for Silver Spurs. I think, like you said earlier, Silver Spurs also start the season off slowly. And, but it's a good result. I think it's a fair result for both teams, actually, because I know Cape Town United were struggling to get a squad together a couple of weeks before the season. But I think, just having that behind the scenes of what's happened, I think both teams will be happy with it.
Okay, then we were at this match, we're still in this match, Cape Moyo and Premier United. Now, look, obviously I was there, and I must say, look, Cape Moyo, true to their form, they normally have a young squad. I don't know, this looks like a younger squad. But they were very well organized defensively. They had a centre back there, Jordan Desan, and a youngster called Odwa. They were doing very well. Like I told you earlier, I think Premier United got a get out of jail free card there. They were trailing 1-0. Got a free kick, which they then scored, and they went on to win the match. But I think the match itself, first half, was very tame. Second half, it got more exciting. Moyo got the goal, and then it was up for the taking. You obviously know Premier United very well.
I know a lot of their players.
So anything about them?
Like I said to you earlier, I watched the whole game this morning on your Facebook page. So if anybody wants to watch a game of football in the 3rd division, log on to the Fourth Moment Facebook page. I'm not trying to sell it. It's very good. I agree with you. The first half was both teams, I think, sizing it up. I think they were both struggling to get control of the game. And I think Moya started getting control of the game, I felt, early in the second half. And I think Premier scored 2 goals in the last minute and then injury time. But I think if you watch the last 10 minutes, I think Premier started pushing forward.
Definitely.
And I agree with you. I know quite a few of the Premier United players. They've built quite a decent squad there. I think they'll compete this year. They're not going to be easy to beat. Moya, young, brand new squad. I think Garrett's put a whole new squad there together. But they, they're always very, very well structured.
Very disciplined.
Them and Cape Town City are the kind of teams that are very well structured, little young, basic players and everything, normally solid at the back, nice young keepers. So I think for Premier it's a very good result, first game back in the regional third division. And I think Kamoya will improve game by game.
Yeah, I think also with Premier might be a new team in the league, but they've been around for a while, basically. The place has been around for a while. Like you said, City, 1-3 against, losing 1-3, 3-1 against Trinitarians. Not surprising, I think.
No.
Coach Zahid is normally, he's got his, he's got his idea how he wants to play and he plays that way. I know that in Nedbank Cup they just lost penalties against Greenwood, and he was saying he had quite a few players not there. And judging on the picks that was taken, seems that all those players were back, so he's hitting the ground running.
Quite a few of those players were with the Invincible Craven being in the playoffs. We played them in the pre-season game the week before the Nedbank, and they only had 13 players there, and I could see their squad looked disjointed. But the 7 or 8 key players are all back. I expect them to do very well this season. I think I would think they're top 5 at least. Very well structured. If the guys, it's a longer season compared to last year. If the guys are not injured and the key players are not injured, I think, especially at centre back, at 10 in the middle, I think they'll do very well this year. I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, sure. Then Blugam and Vesco. Tell us a bit about Vesco. You got a lot of knowledge about Vesco as we heard last time. Being a former Vesco player also.
I think Vesco have also built a brand new squad this year. I think they've got quite a lot. Vesco's always, how can I put it now, they're always a base for a lot of young players and a lot of players, up and coming players. And I think Coach Grant and Coach Keith, I think the two of them are molding a nice squad together. Blue Gum,
new coach,
new team. It'll be interesting to watch their results first cup. But I think let me put it this way: going to Bonteheuwel is never easy. It's like going to Langa. You look at those away games in the season, and you look at Trinitarians, and you look at Blue Gum, and you look at Langa, Cape Town United, and you see those games. You start saying, okay, who am I playing before? Who am I playing after? I'll take a point. Because it's very tough. In Bonteheuwel, it's very tough. The guys play with passion there. They might not have as big a squad as other teams, but the core of this squad is very strong.
And then that was the games for the weekend. Obviously, your game, the league game, didn't take place. I think you guys were supposed to play Jamestown. And Matroosfontein's game didn't also take place because they played the Wednesday night before, and they were supposed to play Goal 15. So obviously that's why the shortest games. Let's look at the fixtures quickly before we end. We're coming up to this week. So we've got one game on Wednesday night, supposedly scheduled, might not take place because of load shedding. We've got to wait and see. Vesco and Silver Spurs, that will be a tough encounter.
Ooh, another one, eh? Silver Spurs got another away game. It's always tough at Vesco, especially if they're playing at Hanover Park. It's a bigger field.
They're Goodwood,
they play Goodwood, it's still tough. I think, Silver Spurs are going through what we went through last year. Well, away games, the first couple of games. And you're happy with a point early in the season. I mean, your objective is to win your home games and get points away from home. But it will be a nice encounter. I think it will be a nice, both two good footballing teams will be nice to watch.
So let's see if that game actually takes place, like I said, because of load shedding. I'm just going to run through the fixtures for Friday night. Friday night's bumper night. Friday night is going to be quite a lot of games if load shedding doesn't affect it. So I'll just run through it quickly. So Silver Spurs and Blue Gum, also going to be a tough encounter. Ocean View and Cape Town United. Junction Rovers and FC Houtplein. Vasco da Gama and Bayview. That's on Friday. And still on Friday, Premier United and Cape Town City. And then Sunday, Matroosfontein and Cape Moyo. Sunday also, double in the weekend. Okay. Jamestown and Goal 50. Also Sunday, Trinitarians and Woodlands. Now that will be a good game.
Sure, that will be a good game.
And Woodlands,
that's going to be a good game. Tough game, man.
That will be a good game.
Nice.
That's happening at Eitsa. Cape Town City, Matroosfontein. I think Matroos will win there. I'm going to put my head on a block.
I think with the experience they've got, I think, I mean, like I said to you, the first 20 minutes, they dominated against us in the Nedbank final, but they're still a very good team.
Okay, so those were all the Saturday and Sunday, was Woodlands and Premier United. That's also that's a tough game for Woodlands. Two games.
Tough game for Premier, never mind Woodlands. Both teams. I think, I mean, Woodlands got 2 tough games. I mean, Trinitarians away and Premier at home.
Okay, so then it's Bayview Trinitarians, Moyo, Jamestown, United and Junction Rovers, and that's it for the fixtures.
Yeah, you can see we're not fixtured this weekend because we're playing Santos, so
Yeah.
2 games. So by the time we get back into the league, we're 3 games behind. So it'll be interesting to see us catch up.
And with load shedding.
And with load shedding
Yeah.
for our Friday night home games.
Yeah. Look, Andrew, before we go, you want to tell us anything about your season preparation? Obviously, like you said earlier on, I want to touch on it now. I'm sure you guys feel that you should have been in that final last year.
Yeah.
You must have a point to prove. You want to get in there. You want to show everybody that you should be in the ABC and Super at least, or in that playoff to get there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, every season our objective is to win the league. It's never easy, especially this season. It's not going to be easy at all.
Yeah.
I think our preparation has gone very well. We've played 7 games in 8 days now, so as a coach, it's not ideal, but you take it. The guys are match fit. There's one thing about the boys I've learned over the last 8 days is that you can teach a player technique and you can teach a player structure and shape, but you can't teach a player heart and passion and drive and determination. That comes from within.
Yeah.
And us as coaches, especially in our league, that's like I mentioned when you interviewed me before, it's man management.
Yeah.
And you got to know what drives a player. And the last weekend, I really haven't had to motivate my players.
Okay.
And I just told them, guys, this is the carrot at the end.
Yeah.
It's up to you now. So it's good. And as a coach, I think we've also grown stronger together. I think when you go into 8 games and 7 games, it's in such a short space of time. You see a lot about a guy's character, how you'll fight through pain. And listen, this week is very slow preparation for Saturday. We're going to train on Wednesday, I think, and then just build up into Saturday. Listen, we're the underdogs. It's not going to be easy playing a team like Santos. I mean, they're obviously in the ABC League. They've also had a run of games against tough opposition. I think they've beat Houtbay on Saturday.
Yeah, which was a good one for them.
Yeah, Houtbay is a good team this year. So it's never easy, but you come into Hanover Park and no result at Hanover Park is easy to get. You've got to work for it, and we've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
The players I have, their motivation is to win and get in the main draw.
Yeah.
For me as a coach, I'm fully backing my players to win, but let's see.
Yeah,
Anything can happen.
Well, we wish you luck for
Thank you.
Saturday against Santos. Obviously, we're backing you guys because you are in the 3rd division.
Thank
But,
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and good luck to you guys. Yeah, look, that was our first weekly roundup of the 3rd division, and we'll hopefully continue doing this also for the ABC Motsepe. And just before I forget, all this that we're doing now from last week, from the start of the season, is also brought to you by Loro Sport, our new partners with the 4th Moment. We want to thank them and go out and support them. Any sports apparel you require for any sport, be sure to give them a call, Robert and his team, and they will gladly help you. And thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.